doing what we do is not the daily average thing that people do, right? One of the things that I always kind of find tricky is when people ask me, what do I do? Now, obviously, the typical answer is YouTuber, but we're not just YouTubers, right? We do lots of other things as well. I've heard you say that you hate the word influencer. I'm interested to know why that is.
It sort of implies that our primary goal is to influence. People ask, what do you do? I say video producer because I feel like that's what most of the hours go into, and it's also just like the most understandable thing. Oh, you're in the back of an Uber. Someone's like, so what do you do? Videos. And they're like, oh, you're doing a video now? I'm like, yep. He's like, all right, cool, I get it. Like, that's fine. I could deal with that. I don't want to explain YouTube. But yeah, when people say influencer, it's like I professionally influence people. Like maybe, I don't know if that's even true. I mean, it's a byproduct.
Dude, 400 Teslas. Like, that's like, okay, let's do some quick math here, right? Say the average Tesla is $50,000, give or take. Okay, because some of them obviously more. The Tesla Model 3, the base model is a little bit less. $50,000 times 400. That's like, what, 20 million?
Yeah.
Quick math?
Yeah.
You've shifted $20 million worth of cars.
It sounds like I'm doing it on purpose when you put it that way, but I think it's true. I think people use the word because it's an obvious industry. It's a big byproduct of what we do. So if we're reviewing things, the natural evolution of that is people following the advice and making the purchase decision based on our review. So if I went into this saying, my goal is to get you to buy something, I'm going to influence you to purchase this, that's a little different from me going, here's the thing, let me tell you everything you need to know about it and whether I think it's a good buy or not, on to the next one. If you happen to be influenced by that, great. I don't know. I just think the word's a little weird.
No, I think the way you put it is really, really good because at the end of the day, it's you're not going intentionally out there to influence people to do something. But I think it is actually good for brands because my partnership manager, Thunder, from Board at Work, he loves it because he will use it to pitch to brands because that's language that brands understand, right? So that it's like, okay, when you're doing a brand partnership, it's just like, okay, you've got this influencer here to that. In their language, that makes sense, right? So, but I totally feel you. I never refer to myself as an influencer. Apart from on my website, I do have the term influencer just for SEO purposes because I'm like, okay, if a brand is coming over and kind of looking for a tech influencer, that's what they're going to be searching for.
That's what exactly. It's about the language of who you're talking to. So if you're in that world where you're trying to explain to an advertiser what you do, sure, I get it. You can use the word and they will understand that language. But if I'm at a family reunion and they're like, what do you do again? And I'm like, I'm an influencer. They're like, what? Do you do TikTok? Like, what is going on? Like, I don't want to, that's too much.
I hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to hear the full podcast episode, then that will be linked down below. And if you want to see more clips like this, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf Speaks, and I'll see you next time.